This summer, the sequel to the iconic and now 25-year-old Space Jam featuring Michael Jordan will hit theaters. This time, the sequel revolves around NBA superstar LeBron James and will make some changes compared to the original. For the most part, the animated clique around Bugs Bunny and the others will appear unchanged, but individual characters have been adapted to the spirit of the times or have been removed altogether. Bugs Bunny's girlfriend Lola, for example, who was quite revealing in the original, is to be visually toned down a bit. Director Malcolm D. Lee said it was particularly important not to sexualize the character who is well known from children's films in the way that was still the case in 1996. According to Lee, it is politically incorrect and inappropriate to put a crop top on an animated bunny. Instead, in keeping with the spirit of the times, they want to promote the portrayal of self-confident female characters. More news regarding Lola states that she will be involved with the Wonder Woman universe in the new Space Jam. As Lee confirms, she hangs out with Wonder Woman's Amazons, for example. Furthermore, the decision was made to completely remove the skunk Pepe Le Pew. This is in spite of the fact that a scene was already shot in the summer of 2019 under then-director Terrence Nance, in which Pepe made a prominent appearance. As Deadline has found out, that scene involved a female bartender who is quiet and snared, touched, and kissed by Pepe. After she successfully pushes him away, Pepe jokingly comments to his fellow cartoonist that a restraining order has already been filed against him from earlier days. After a New York Times columnist openly called Pepe an example of rape culture, those responsible at Warner thought the scene was too risky. How do you view the whole thing? Are you happy about Lola's fresh look and the removal of Pepe? Or do you feel the whole discussion is a bit overdone and you would like to see the old familiar characters back? Let us know in the comments. The expected release date of Space Jam: A New Legacy is July 16, 2021. In 1995, Robin Williams made the Jumanji series world famous and helped it achieve cult status, which continues to this day. After two modern interpretations in recent years and more than $900 million in box office revenue, it's therefore not surprising that a fourth part is now planned. First clues to the plot could already be seen in the credits of Jumanji: The Next Level from 2019. In it, one could see how all the video game avatars were pulled into the real world, which opens up countless possibilities for the new Jumanji part. Producer Hiram Kassir didn't reveal any more details to comicbook.com in an interview, though he did announce big plans for the new project. At least when asked if there were already talks with the actors from the recent parts, Kassir gave an encouraging answer. Although this is not yet rock-solid information of the return of Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, and the others, anything else is considered pretty unlikely anyway. An official release date is not yet known at this early stage of production, but we suspect a release towards the end of next year. Nobody could have expected this news in the past few days, because out of nowhere, James Cameron's Avatar from 2009 is returning to movie theaters. The reason is a re-release on the huge Chinese cinema market, as reported by The Hollywood Reporter. The IMAX 3D version as well as the regular 3D version will be shown, and the hope is that the vanishingly small gap of just under $7 million to the previously most successful film Avengers Endgame will be reached and perhaps even surpassed. Up to now, Avengers Endgame and Avatar have been competing for the title of the most successful film of all time with $2.798 and $2.79 billion respectively. However, that'll most likely change in the next few days. What do you think of this approach? Do you care that Avatar could soon be at the top, or are you happy about the comeback against Marvel as Avatar fans who pursued a similar strategy back then? Feel free to write us a comment down below. After many film studios have looked optimistically into the spring of 2021, according to Variety, Universal Pictures is the first of the big five major studios to decide to postpone its announced films, in some cases quite severely. The long-awaited Fast and Furious 9 is the one least affected by this. Here, the release is only postponed by about 4 weeks, from the end of May to June 25, 2021. Paramount is pursuing a different strategy with John Krasinski's A Quiet Place Part 2. For here, they even decided to push forward the theatrical release from September to May 28th. The late summer slot will be given to Antoine Fuqua's sci-fi blockbuster Infinite, starring Mark Wahlberg, Dylan O'Brien, and Rupert Friend. It will be released on September 24th, 2021. Unfortunately, it hits Minions: The Rise of Gru the hardest, because here it has been decided to delay the release by almost a whole year, meaning that you will not be able to watch the sequel to the extremely successful first part before July 1st, 2022. As Sony revealed on Twitter a few days ago, an animated musical called K-Pop Demon Hunters is currently in production. After South Korean pop music gained a lot of popularity in the last few years, it was actually only a question of time until it would be also thematically covered in movies. Behind the scenes, Ninjago director Maggie Kang and Wish Dragon director Chris Applehands will be in charge. According to Variety, the plot will revolve around a South Korean girl group who are secretly demon hunters in addition to their world-famous tours. K-pop demon hunters will belong to the action-adventure genre and is said to be set in a colorful animated world. The script is currently being written by Hannah McMacken and Daniel Jimenez, who are also known as Hanya, while Oscar winner Aaron Warner is serving as producer. We're looking forward to further news, and official release date is unfortunately not yet known. At the start of January, Tessa Thompson already confirmed that iconic Michael B. Jordan could take over the direction of the upcoming Creed 3. Until recently, the responsible parties were reluctant to say anything, but now it's clear. The Black Panther actor will indeed soon make his debut in the director's chair. In a statement, Jordan shared that this had always been his dream and that he had only been waiting for the right moment. He had the privilege to learn from Hollywood biggies such as Ryan Coogler and Denzel Washington and is now ready enough for the next step. However, that's not all, as the long-awaited US release date was also announced in the process and has been set for the Thanksgiving weekend at the end of November 2022. While there's no information about the plot of Creed 3 currently, one can look optimistically into the coming weeks and months considering that shooting is sure to start soon.